Welcome to episode 5 of the Fab Four podcast. I'm your host, Alic Williams. We're glad you have joined us today. If you haven't already, go ahead and give us a like and a follow on our social media accounts. I'm glad to be joined today by my co-hosts, Todd Polston and Scott Franklin. Ben Bertram is absent again today, so we brought in a Division I point guard, Quentin Goodin and TC Legend, into the show today. Q, how's it going?
Way better than Ben.
It's going good. How y'all doing?
Doing good, Q. Great to see you.
Doing good.
Guys, see y'all healthy too. It's a tough time going on right now.
Amen.
All right, Q. For most of our followers probably know who you are and everything, but for the people that don't, give a little background on yourself for everybody.
I was just saying, my name is Quentin Goodin. Everybody called me Q. I grew up in Council, Kentucky. Mom and dad be around all the time. You might know them, Laquita Goodin, Chris Goodin. Got a little brother. He just went to EKU today, play football. His name is Trey Goodin. I got a daughter named Lennox. Kind of like he said, I grew up, played ball, Teller County, kind of got my name, everything going back in my hometown. And went off to college at Xavier, continued my basketball career. Graduated from Xavier like a month and a half ago with a communications degree. And now I'm trying to pursue, the rest of my dreams by going to the NBA.
Sounds good. Now, Q, is it right that you're in Charlotte right now? Preparing?
Yeah, I'm in Charlotte, North Carolina, training for pre-draft. Yep.
All right.
Quentin, who you working out with? Can you tell us a little bit about what's going on with you right now, the players you're working with or the trainer, whoever's in charge right now?
Okay, I'm working out with Steph Curry's old trainer. His name's Blake Boeing. I don't know if anybody probably know him, but when he was in college, when Steph was in college, that's who he worked out with. And then also a guy named Jeff McKinney. He played at UNC, I believe. Played about 12 years in the NBA. I work out probably every day besides Sunday, Monday, Wednesday, Fridays, one time a day, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays 2-3 times a day. I also work out with my teammate, Najee Marshall. He signed with the same agency as me. Tyshawn Alexander is in my same agency. He played at Creighton. He left early. He had an extra year there. And then a kid out of high school that's also trained with us to go straight to the draft named Josh Hall. He's out of North Carolina. About 6'9". He's really good kid. I feel like, he's NBA ready as well. So, everybody's out here training. We're going at it against each other, pretty much every day. So considering the circumstances we in, we can't do much besides train in the gym we got. But not too much, kind of like everybody else, quarantine, by myself, trying to stay focused, trying to stay committed to the grind.
All right, Todd.
Yeah. Thank you. I just wanted to ask, man, I guess I've always kind of wanted to know when you come out of high school and you had the, you signed with Xavier and, pick Xavier. Was that your first option or did you have something else in mind, your junior and senior year playing for Teller County?
Originally, when I was growing up and I was going through the process, I was committed to Florida, but I never went public about it. Billy Donovan was going through the process of staying with Florida or going to the Thunder with Russell Westbrook and Kevin Durant at the time. And sadly, I had to decommit because Billy chose, 2 superstars over me, which is, I feel like anybody would do that. Considering, would you rather coach me or Russell Westbrook or Kevin Durant? I feel like everybody would say Russell Westbrook and Kevin Durant. But considering, the circumstances I was in, I had to keep looking for the school that wanted me. And I felt like my best position was to go to Xavier next. After that, I committed on my official to Chris Mack. It was sometime in August going to my senior year, I believe. But yeah, so Xavier wasn't the first school. I was also I committed to Florida first, but I was happy with my decision afterwards.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I didn't know that. I didn't know you committed to Florida originally. That's a pretty cool story.
Yeah.
Well, I remember you went and visited. Didn't y'all go to a football game down in Florida, if I'm not mistaken?
Yeah, so we went to a Florida UK game actually for football. I can't remember who won. I want to say Florida.
I'm going to go ahead and say it was Florida. I feel very confident.
Yeah. I want to say Florida too. But, you know, while I was down there, I got to visit the facilities and stuff. And Florida got one of the best facilities I've ever seen, you know, with their football program and basketball program. All the players, you know, get better in Florida's program. But it was a great time, yeah. Got to see a Gator, you know, walk on the sidewalk with us. He was kind of scary. Okay. But I was safe, you know, I was good. I was in a golf cart, so nothing happened.
What other official visits did you take? I know you went some places unofficially and so forth, as many athletes do, but where did you actually take official visits to?
So I only took one official visit. You know, if I had to go back and redo it again, I'd probably take all 5 before I committed. But I was so happy when, you know, on my official visit to Xavier that, like, I didn't want to waste no time in committing. I was like, why wait when I was already, you know, satisfied and happy and my family was happy. It was just kind of like a spontaneous decision that everybody was comfortable with. But I only took one official, and it was to Xavier. And it was for about, like, 2 days. And Xavier just showed, you know, they welcomed me to the family. You know, I felt like I was already one of them before I even committed. You know, Coach Mack made me really feel like, you know, it was like a Camelsville vibe, you know what I'm saying? Like, close, tight community. You know, Xavier's not too big of a school. So I was just, you know, and it really made my mom feel comfortable because I was also going to a school that's, like, very prestige and, like, academics and education and stuff. They're not like the Harvard-type schools, but, you know, they're up there. So everybody's kind of happy. You know, my dad was happy. My dad just wanted me to find a place where, you know, I can call home and be safe and be loved like I was back in Camelsville. So I didn't want to waste no time in making that commitment.
Hugh, something I always wondered as a Louisville fan was when Chris Mack got the job at Louisville. I think it was after your sophomore year, I think it was. I think you had 2 years left. Did you ever have any thoughts of going with him? I know you'd have to sit out that year, but I didn't know if you ever had any thoughts about that.
Yeah, it was definitely a topic. I feel like, you know, with that decision, it was kind of hard, put me in a tough place because, you know, before I even went to Xavier, I'm thinking that, you know, Coach Mack's going to be my head coach for the next 4 years. But sadly, after my second year, he got a better opportunity for himself. But yeah, I definitely was thinking about going to Louisville. I feel like one of the major things that stopped me was my bond with my teammates. You know, after my freshman and sophomore year, like, we was already so close. You know, my freshman year we went to Elite Eight. My sophomore year we won the Big East tournament or conference. So, like, it was kind of like a breaking point. I felt like I was going to, like, lose my brothers. You know, I didn't feel like, you know, I was going to be a traitor. But at the same time, I was looking at it as, like, I'm going to be, like, if I did go to Louisville, I'll be home closer to my family. You know, my family grew up kind of like Louisville fans. So, like, I don't know. I was just in a tough position. So what really made me stay is when my athletic director hired, you know, Coach Steele as the new head coach because Travis Steele was actually my recruiting coach to go to Xavier back when Chris Mack was the head coach at the time. So when he got the head coach, you know, I felt like everybody kind of more in a stable mindset. You know, everybody felt like comfortable because the person who had, like, the head coaching job we already knew. So when that happened and then my teammates decided they wasn't going to go anywhere because I feel like if Travis Steele didn't get the head coaching job, I don't think anybody would have stayed. But the fact that he did, I felt like it made people be like, okay, we can still do this type thing. We kind of still stuck together. You know, the panic went away because we kind of knew Coach Mack was leaving, but, like, we didn't really know. It was kind of like a guessing game. So when Coach Steele got the head coaching job, and then I realized, you know, nobody was going anywhere, I feel like that's what made me stay.
Yeah. Q, I got a question in regards to back in the day in high school. If you could tell us anybody that you did not like playing against and who was hard to play against in the 5th region. I don't want to go out. I know with Coach Gateway, we played all over the daggone country, and I know that literally I'm all over.
For real though.
But I know that our team was really good, in particular the last 2 seasons. But what 5th region team would you say probably gave you the most trouble
Hey, me.
I know you excelled against most everybody, but who probably gave you a little bit of trouble that caused us some grief?
I would say, especially like when I very first started playing high school, so that was probably like 7th, 8th grade. The teams that like pressed a lot, I cut out. Y'all can hear. So the teams that like press a lot, like the John Hardens, the North Hardens, E-Town sometimes, like the ones that kind of got underneath your skin, kind of annoyed you early in my high school career, got underneath my skin. Then later, as I got older, teams like Bardstown was a tough team. Teams like, let's see, we also got in the fits with Marion County my freshman year, you know, with John and Carlos. Like, I don't know, it was a few teams, but like, if you know me, you know, like I want to play against the best, you know, especially growing up. I knew the only way I'm gonna get better is by playing the guys that was better than me. And then at that time, I felt like, you know, being a younger athlete, like I had always had a chip on my shoulder because people didn't think that I could play at that level. So like when we played against the Bardstowns and the John Hardens, it made me want to play even better. And I feel like at first, you know, going against like, you know, John Hardens press, like people like Brandon Price and Putt from Maru County, like guards like that, like they at first, you know, I feel like they got the best of me. But like as I got older and I started learning the physicality, the speed, and really learning the game of basketball, I feel like it really like developed me that way as I got older, like my sophomore, junior year, senior year, like when people started pressing, like the Hardin County schools and the Bardstowns, they was pressing, running, jumping, like it didn't bother me as much. So it's like, at first it was a frustrating thing because like I couldn't figure it out because I was just so young, and like when teams like press, it kind of like sped me up. But like once I got used to it, once I got older, like it didn't really bother me. Like I was starting to realize that the objective was to speed you up. Then once I realized, like pressure, like you're just trying to press you, trying to get you to do something that you don't do, that's when everything really starts slowing down. Cool.
Well, I was going to say, you know, following that up, man, I remember, you know, my first year before I came to Taylor County, I was at North Hardin. And I remember yours and Tony Jackson's battle over at Greene County.
That was I think that was my junior year.
That was your junior year.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know, that was one of the best games I was ever a part of as a coach, man. And you know, I think y'all both probably had 20-some. I can't remember how much it was, but I remember a sequence where you had come down and dunked on, I think, everybody. And then they come down through an oop to Tony. And he went up way, way high and got it and dunked it. And I remember how the crowd went crazy, man. And I think, you know, North went on like a little 6-0 run to cut to like 2 or 4 points. And I think he ended up scoring like 6 or 8 straight. So that, you know, that was one of the, you know, the cool coaching moments I had, you know, when I was at North. And y'all had a heck of a battle over there, man. It was awesome.
Yeah, North Hardin always kept a really good guard. I know playing against Tony, like I think he was like 6'6". He had like a football body. So like I knew like he could match my physicality, but I knew that game was a really good game. That atmosphere was crazy.
Yeah,
it was like if I'm thinking right, like people were standing up in the doorways, like it was so sold out. Like the tickets went crazy. I feel like that's one of my favorite high school games, to be honest. Win or loss, I feel like that was one of the best atmospheres I ever played in high school.
It was great. It was a great game.
Q, when you were at Taylor County, y'all won 2 region titles your junior, senior year. That's good and everything, but the thing in Taylor County is big is you and Carson Williams went for the Mr. Basketball, and a lot of people around here and in the state thought you deserved it, but ended up being that you got snubbed of it, in my opinion. What's your thoughts on all that?
Back when it happened, you know, I was really hurt. I feel like, you know, I looked at it as like, I felt like I just done more, you know, like just that season, like my team, I got my team to a state, you know, a region championship, going to state. And like just off the strength of that, I just felt like that kind of already put me ahead of the game. And then like if you want to talk about like the accolades and the accomplishments and things like that, I just felt like overall, like I just done more, you know? I'm not trying to take nothing away from Carson. Carson's a great player.
Yes.
But I felt like, you know, for Mr. Basketball, you know, I felt like I just worked. I worked harder than everybody else. I felt like I put myself out there in the nation, in America. Like, I just put myself out there and I proved myself time and time again. So I just felt like, I don't know, I was really hurt. You know, I ain't gonna lie, I was really hurt. I didn't cry or nothing, but I felt like I bounced back. You know, when we played that first round in the tournament at the state, I think I had like 30 points against Mason County or something like that.
Yes.
And like I was just kind of let my emotions, you know, be spread through like my game. You know, I've never been a type of person that like talked a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people talk about me and like what they think I can and cannot do, but like I've always been the type of person that showed my game through my actions. I've never talked a lot, and I feel like I showcased myself like very well. Like I felt like I handled that situation very well back when it happened, because I feel like I could have voiced my opinion. I could have felt like, nah, he ain't deserved that. Like I deserve that type thing. But like I took that as a learning lesson. You know what I'm saying? That like it's not just gonna be given to me. Like I gotta really go out there and work. You know what I'm saying? I felt like I was working, but I guess I wasn't working hard enough. That's how I looked at it. I didn't look at it like I was a snub. I felt like, you know, Carson was having a great season that year too. I felt like he deserved it. So I can't win everything, I guess, but I definitely wanted that Mr. Basketball.
Absolutely.
Q, I can tell you this for those folks that's going to watch this. I can remember on numerous occasions when my son Tyler, who you know, was playing baseball and the game would end and everybody's cleaning up and I would go and the weight room would be open. And I'm gonna go lock it up because it's 10 o'clock at night because you know the JV game finishes, and I'd go to lock it up and there'd be one person in the weight room at 10 p.m. It was only you. I didn't see nobody else in there.
Yeah.
So when people used to ask me questions about how good I thought Quentin Goodin could be, and I was like, he's going to be really good. You know, he's ever how old you may have been your junior year. I don't remember what year it was.
Yeah.
But when you're the only one in there lifting at 10 p.m. and you change your body, because like you said, you did get pushed around a little bit by older guys when you were in 8th grade and a freshman, probably even your sophomore year, but your body's changing. It doesn't change just by change. It changes because somebody works hard. And to me, that was the epitome to me. Yeah, I know you're playing all over the country. You're and all AAU stuff, playing some great players and all those things.
Yeah.
But it all starts in the weight room before you can go out there and compete with the guys you got to compete against.
Well, I knew, you know, playing the Big East, like you gotta be physical. You know, I wasn't even thinking about high school. I'm thinking like ahead, like my future. So I'm thinking about playing against Butler. I'm thinking about playing Marquette, Seton Hall, St. John's, like teams like that. And then I'm watching my sophomore, junior year, like, dang, these guys is really, you know what I'm saying? Like, I got to get on that same page. So my mindset was, like, I've never wanted to be a loser. Like, I knew, like, I could always do something. Like, I didn't want to sit around and just play video games all day or, like, just let my day go by without anything happening. Like, I always wanted to feel like I put my time in, I put my work in before I'd done anything else. So, like, the times I was in the weight room by myself at 10 o'clock, I knew if I brought somebody else with me, I wouldn't be fully, like, focused. I always have a distraction. Even, like, a side conversation. Like, I didn't want none of that. Like, my focus wasn't the same focus as somebody else, like, working with. I always want to work alone. Like, because me, like, growing up, like, with my friends, me and my friends thought different. Like, my friends thought about playing college ball, you know, kind of, like, locally. I was thinking playing college ball, like, nationally and making a future off my sport. So, like, just that type of mindset made me want to be like, they working for something different. They ain't working for what I'm working for. So I wanted to go in and handle my business on my own. I didn't want no distractions. I knew my time would pay off. I told my dad, like, I was using Indiana University like weightlifting program, like a college program already. You know, I wanted to get my body like that already. And then I knew it was going to help me, you know, with high school ball because nobody's going to be able to push me around no more. You know, my 8th grade freshman and sophomore year, I was skinny. Like, I knew how to put on some weight. I got tired of being bumped and pushed and fouled, and nobody would be able to feel my pain. So I wanted to get that out either.
Todd.
So, yeah, I got another question about the, you know, the draft and stuff. Q, have you do y'all get to contact any teams and stuff right now? Has anybody reached out to you? Like, is there a process going on right now, or are you just kind of just working out on your own type thing all the time?
Ever since like they got a date for like the teams to come back and play again, and the playoffs and how they're gonna finish the end of the season. Word's been traveling like what they're gonna do. Like we still don't know if there's gonna be a combine. Like, but word on the street is coaches want to have a combine. They don't want to just draft somebody they haven't seen in a minute. So there's not really a lot of feedback I can give back right now. Besides, they're starting the NBA back up again, because once they got that solidified, that kind of trickled down a little bit, but there wasn't no like exact dates for anything.
Gotcha.
Like I ain't got no like exact dates for no teams to work out for, nothing like that. But hopefully, we're hoping that they're gonna let teams have workouts and stuff. But this COVID virus is messing everything up.
Oh yeah, man. Crazy times, man. Crazy times.
Yeah, you couldn't call it.
Q, last thing I got is, like I was saying earlier, you played 2 years for Chris Mack, 2 years for Travis Steele. What's the big differences that you've seen in them two?
The biggest difference? I would say the biggest difference is like Coach Mack is a type of coach that like you learn from your mistakes type thing. Like if you mess up, he's kind of a guy that's gonna get on you. But it's like in a love situation. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's not just going like just yell at you, cuss you out, like make you feel bad. But like he gonna yell at you and make you know that like don't do that no more type thing. Whereas Coach Steele's more of a coach, like if you mess up, like you want to stop that possession and kind of talk you through it, like talk through all your options, how to correct your mistakes type thing. I think another difference is like Coach Steele, I feel like Coach Steele likes to kind of be in control of like a little bit of everything, whereas Coach Mack, like he'll let you, he'll let you play free, but like he's gonna keep that rope, kind of tight. So it's not really a lot of difference. Coach Steele was under Coach Mack for like I think like 10 years. So I feel like a lot of his coaching style is kind of like Coach Mack's, but there's a little bit of difference, but not a lot.
All right, guys, y'all got anything else before we move on?
Yeah, I do.
Right.
Alec.
Go ahead.
Q,
Go ahead.
I watched you when you was a young man, a very small child, running around the baseball bases, hit it and run till you score because nobody could get you out. I saw you play a little football, which was on occasion pretty impressive. So here's my question for you, and then I got a little stat I'm going to share with you in a moment. If you could go back and pick one other sport to play, I know you kind of toyed with the idea of football, but even baseball, maybe track. I don't know about track, but I definitely know the other two.
Nah, track's all my brother. I can't do track.
if you could go back, what would you pick and why?
Ooh, if I could go back, I'd definitely play football. I miss it. You know what I'm saying? Just kind of watching it on TV makes me miss it. But I always felt like, honestly, I felt like this is just me personally. I always felt like I was better at football. And my heart was just in basketball. But, you know what I'm saying? Like, I felt like as I got older, my passion and my love for basketball kind of overtook football. Because you know how football and basketball, with AAU and stuff, they kind of bump into each other. I've always wanted to play basketball because that was my heart. But if I had to go back, I would definitely play at least like a year or something in football, high school football. I should have. I kind of regret that now. But how everything kind of panned out with my career at Xavier and stuff, it kind of made me feel better. But if I had to go back and change, that's one thing. I'll take advantage of playing all the sports again, just at least trying it before like giving it up. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Track, I no way I'll try track. I have no chance. Track in the summertime, you running all that heat. Oh nah.
Todd, you got anything else?
No, Mr. Alic, I'm good, buddy. Thank you.
All right, Q. Here's my stat for the day. I know Todd. He's like these stats, man. He's a stat man.
Love stats.
So based on what I think I'm right, and I don't know if I'm right, but here's what I think. I think in the history of Taylor County, that obviously includes Campbellsville High School and Taylor County High School, there's only been 5 players to ever play in an NCAA tournament basketball game in the history of our county.
Really?
The first one was Clem Haskins at Western Kentucky. The second one was Ken Hatcher, Western Kentucky.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I forgot. Marion Haskins, Clem's brother, played at UK. I forgot. He was the second one. And he played at UK and got to play in the NCAA tournament. Then Ken Hatcher, who went to Western and played for Clem. And then my buddy, I'm on next week, Jimmy Taylor, who played at Campbellsville. He played for the University of New Mexico with Luke Longley, and they played in the NCAA tournament, and you. And to my knowledge, to the best of my ability, you're the only one to score in an Elite 8 game. Marion Haskins made it and played for UK against North Carolina in 1977. But he didn't score. He played like 15, 16 minutes, but he didn't score. So you're the only one that I know that made it that far and scored. I think you scored 9 points against Gonzaga, if I'm not mistaken, something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that. You try to dunk over that.
We got beat by like 20.
Yeah. If I remember, you tried to jump over some 7-foot, 400-pound guy, and you just ran into him and flopped all over the court, if I remember.
I ain't gonna lie. We was complaining about a lot of fouls that game, but they were really not fouling us. So I was just trying to get a bell out call or something. It wasn't working. But Gonzaga was a really good team. They was really well coached, really fundamental. Gonzaga's one of those teams, like, they're gonna run their stuff. Like, you're not gonna stop them from running their stuff, and they're gonna execute it. The thing about Gonzaga is you can't really mess up against them because they're gonna capitalize on your mistakes. Whereas, like, when they mess up, you got to capitalize on them, or they're gonna make you feel it. And they always got a big man, like, you know what I'm saying, 7-foot, big, husky.
Oh yeah.
Or they don't. They got the Collins kid. What was his name? He had 6 blocks off the bench against us, and then gets drafted like the next year.
Yeah.
So like they always got some type of good big. But I got a crazy story about Jimmy Taylor. When I decided to play like high school, like in middle school, I was trying to figure out what number I was going to wear. And they was giving me that. Troy Young was giving me the options, like I think it was like 15, 0, 5, and 3, something like that. And I chose 3. And when I chose it, I remember Jay was like, listen, you can't wear number 3 if you're gonna be messing up. Like, you gotta wear it with some pride. So I was like, all right, I promise I'm gonna wear it, like, and you're gonna be able to, claim number 3 still with happiness. And to this day, we still talk about it.
Good story. So let's go ahead and move on to our new segment that we brought in last week, and it is Sweet 16s. So this today's episode is best fast food restaurants. So took it a little bit off the sports scene today. So really the first one to 3 votes wins. So let's run through this real quick. We got the 1 seed in McDonald's against the 16 seed Five Guys. Q, you want to start us off?
Ooh. So you're asking why am I taking between McDonald's or Five Guys?
Yes.
I gotta take Five Guys.
Ooh. Frankie.
I'm going McDonald's French fries, man. I'm going with them. Even better than Five Guys. I'm sorry.
What? The Cajun fries?
Oh.
Todd.
You know what, Q, I hate to do it to you, man, but I got to agree with Frankie. I guess I got to go McDonald's,
Whoa.
man.
Small town boys hanging
We
together.
can't have a 16 over a 1. That's only Virginia.
I've never had Five Guys, so I got to go McDonald's.
Oh, God.
Alic, you ain't never had Five Guys?
Never.
Q, he's never been out of Camelsville, dog. He's never been out of Camelsville.
A Louisville fan don't even know where Five Guys is. What's going on?
All right. The 8 seed Sonic against the 9 seed KFC.
Oh, I'm taking Sonic. I'll
Sonic?
just slushies every time.
I'm going Sonic as well, man.
Frankie.
I like Sonic too. I'm going Sonic.
Oh, yeah,
Sonic
that was an
gets the
easy one.
sweep. All right.
Alec
5
is going
seed
KFC.
Wendy's. No, I went Sonic. 5 seed Wendy's against the 12 seed Dairy Queen.
Oh,
Oh. I'm not kicking this one off. I don't want to.
Frankie
I'll do it.
or Todd, either way.
I'll go. I'm
We'll
taking Wendy's because of the spicy chicken sandwich.
I'm taking Dairy Queen because when I was a kid, it was really good. I ain't talking about these new ones they got. I'm talking about the old ones they got there. Is that the best daggone chili dogs going? So I'm going Dairy Queen.
The Campbell's one don't even count. It's not real. But it was the best.
I'm gonna have to agree with Todd. I gotta go with Wendy's. Those spicy chicken sandwiches is one of the best.
It is.
I can't get no tomato on it though. No tomato.
No, I agree, buddy.
Well, Frankie, Dairy Queen goes down. Wendy's takes it.
I was only voting for old school Dairy Queen, not the new one.
All right. The 4 seed Chick-fil-A against the 13 seed Domino's.
Oh, that's easy. Chick-fil-A.
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 Chick-fil-A with the sweep. All right. 6 seed Burger King against the 11 seed Little Caesars.
Ooh.
God.
Oh, I don't really eat either though.
Me either.
Yeah, I can't kick this one off.
What's not Burger? What's the other one?
Little Caesars.
I'm going Little Caesars because I hate Burger King.
I'm going Little Caesars. $5 pizza. I'm going Little Caesars.
Absolutely.
Dang. I guess I'll go Little Caesars too.
All right.
I like Little Caesars breadsticks.
Yeah, good.
They are good. The 3 seed Taco Bell against the 14 seed Zaxby's.
Oh, Zaxby's.
I'm Zaxby's. I eat it once a month in Frankfurt when I'm working there.
Zaxby's 100%. This shouldn't even be a vote.
I even like the sauce they got. That's pretty good.
I will say Taco Bell got a good Nacho Bel Grande.
I do.
All
I'll
right,
tell you this. Listen,
Go ahead.
having Zaxby's as a 14 seed is like having John Calipari as a 16 seed.
I'm telling you, Tom Jurich makes these daggone brackets at Alic Williams.
All right. The 7 seed Raising Cane's against the 10 seed Arby's.
Cane's.
Oh,
Cane's.
Easy.
Cane's.
Everything about Cane's.
All right. The last matchup of the first round Subway and White Castle.
Ooh.
I saw this. This is a tough one. I saw this one on there today.
Dang.
Something about these 2 and 15 seed matchups, Todd.
I'm 100% that I'm going to go White Castle. There's nothing better than White Castle burger.
I'm going White Castles. They're Lehigh and Duke's the other one, so I'm going with White Castle.
I'm definitely about to go with White Castles.
White Castle with the sweep.
Got to.
All
They
right.
they stay open later than Subway too. So when I get out of games and stuff, I can just go over that.
That's right.
All right. McDonald's and Sonic. First matchup of the Elite Eight.
Hey, McDonald's is good to me, but Sonic is good too. I'm gonna have to go
I'll leave it
McDonald's.
off. This was tough for me. I'm gonna go with the Arches though. I'm gonna take Mickey D's.
Q, did you say McDonald's too?
I'm gonna have to go McDonald's. I eat there way more than Sonic, so I gotta show love.
I've got to go McDonald's too. You know, I don't really like it that well, but I eat that far more than I do Sonic.
Yeah, that's how I was
With you,
feeling.
I'm with you. All right. Wendy's and Chick-fil-A.
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 Chick-fil-A with the sweet.
Waffle fries.
Chick-fil-A, those are the nicest people I've ever met in my life, so I've got to vote for them. I mean, my goodness.
It's our
All
pleasure.
Yeah.
They're coming down, getting your order. It's raining and everything. It's amazing.
All right. Little Caesars and Zaxby's.
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 Yeah, I feel like that was an easy one.
Yeah. And Cane's and White Castle. Last matchup of the Elite Eight.
Woo! Cane's.
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 Okay.
I'm going
I
Cane's.
agree. Cane sauce is the best. I'm going Cane's.
Yeah,
Gotta go
Cane's.
Cane's. All right. So we got in the final four McDonald's, Chick-fil-A, Zaxby's, and Cane's. lot of chicken right there.
That's a great Final Four, though.
It is a
Great Final
quality
Four.
Final Four.
Very quality.
All right, first matchup, McDonald's, Chick-fil-A.
I'll go first. I'll say Chick-fil-A.
Agree, Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, Chick-fil-A. I can't
Chick-fil-A with the sweet.
Sorry, McDonald's.
Zaxby's and Cane's.
Oh, I get in this argument all the time.
I'm not scared. I'm going Canes.
I'm going Zaxby's.
Uh-oh, Todd. Alex, somebody's going to make a call here.
Todd,
All
go.
right, Alec, I'll put it on you, Alec. Listen,
Okay.
I'll be honest with you. I was 100% Canes my whole life until golf season this year, and all we did was eat at Zaxby's. Zaxby's, so good. But I'm still going Canes.
Oh!
Slightly.
Whoa. Whoa.
It's all on you, Alex.
Can I ask why? Can I ask why?
I just, for some reason, I think their tenders are just a little bit better.
It's the bread. It's the sauce. One of those
That's
things.
it.
Yeah, I'm thinking
I don't
the
know,
bread.
I like the bread.
Q, I'm not going to lie to you, man. This one is like, I'm talking like either
It's a
another
tough one.
day I could change my mind.
Oh, okay.
Well,
Sure, for sure.
we're going to have to make our first phone call here
Oh,
because
God.
I'm taking Zaxby's.
Oh,
Thank you.
who you calling? Is Ben going to answer?
Let's hope so. If not, we'll call somebody else. All right, so we got Ben Bertram on the line. He can't ever show up for the show, but we can get him by phone. But our last matchup of the Final Four, we got a tie that we need broke. You got Zaxby's and Cane's. Who are you taking?
Well, I gotta say, this is a debate that this is not the first time this has been brought up. I hear Zaxby's and Cane's pretty much on the regular, especially living in Lexington, but I've got to give the edge to Cane's.
Oh, wow.
That's what puts it a step forward. So there you have
I
it.
can
All right.
agree with that.
Hey, Ben, so we got the championship here. You want to stay on and make your pick with this one too?
Sure, I'll stay on.
All right. We got Chick-fil-A and Cane's. You want to make the first call?
All right, I'll make the first call here, and it's really not a close one. I mean, Chick-fil-A just goes above and beyond in about every category you can imagine for fast food. So, I mean, it's not a close one. Chick-fil-A.
All right. Todd.
I think, Ben said it wasn't very close. I think this one's pretty close for me, to be honest with you. I love the spicy chicken sandwich from Chick-fil-A, the deluxe. I like the tenders and the sauce from Cane's. I want to have to go with the nice people of Chick-fil-A.
Ooh.
I'm going Canes.
Oh.
Alec, you go. Let Q break it all up.
Okay. All right. Well, it's not going to be a tiebreaker because I'm going Chick-fil-A.
Boo.
I'm going Chick-fil-A too. I ain't gonna lie.
And Chick-fil-A
I thought
wins
Q was
it.
going Cane's for sure. I ain't going to lie.
I love Chick-fil-A. It's good, too.
It is good.
All right. I think that one went pretty good. We'll try to bring that back again next episode. Guys, y'all have any more questions for Q before we get off here?
Now, I just want to tell him good luck, everything he's doing.
Yeah, absolutely.
We're all behind you. No matter what happens, where you end up, where you got to go, doesn't matter. Everybody around here is really proud of the hard work you put in and enjoyed the previous 4 years watching you compete. I had the fortunate opportunity to go to a few games, and that was wonderful. And I just know our community is very proud of you, and we'll follow you no matter what your endeavors may be and where it may lead you.
Appreciate that, Scott.
Yeah, I think that's for everybody here on the podcast and everybody here in town. That's how everybody feels.
Appreciate that, Alex. I want to just say thank you to y'all too. Keeping up, just supporting me through this whole process. Everybody in Cowansville and the surrounding areas always showed love to me as I left and continued my dream after Teller County. So I may not get on Facebook very much because I know that's where a lot of people hit me, but I see the messages and I see the notifications. I just want to say thank you.
All right, let's go ahead and close it out here. We'd like to thank Quentin for coming on the show with us today And we'd like to thank everyone for watching and listening to the podcast on our various accounts. We will return Thursday with episode 6 with another great guest. I got to confirm that one. I'm not sure who it is. We got to wait for them. They don't answer back. I can't help it.
You gotta do what you gotta do, Alic.
Yeah. But you won't want to miss it, whoever it is. Until then,
There you go.
this has been the Fab Four Podcast.